everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Before we get any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Saviland for sponsoring today's video. And of course, in today's video, I'm going to be trying out a Gel X Dupe nail kit from Saviland. They also sent over some rhinestone gel, which I'll be sharing that in a minute here. But I really wanted to focus on this nail kit. So this is a soft gel nail tip kit, but it actually includes a nail drill as well. So I was pretty excited about that. The nail drill isn't the best, but I feel like it is something that is absolutely perfect if you are just starting out. And I feel like overall this entire kit is great for any beginner or if you are just starting out doing your nails at home. I just went ahead and took the seal off of the box. I'm going to be showing everything that's inside. Taking a look at the back, we can see that the products are 100% vegan, cruelty-free. It also gives some warm tips, how to use, and also how you can contact Saviland. I do quickly want to mention I have a discount code. You can use code BRANDY20 to save when purchasing through the Saviland website. I will be linking these products down below in the description box along with my discount code in case you guys do want to pick up anything for yourself. But I opened this kit up and now I'm just quickly going to share everything included. The first item was a 100/180 grit hand file. The next item is a 600/3000 buffer, and this really isn't like it is smooth buffer. It's a like shine buffer. It's not really like to remove the shine from your natural nail, if that makes sense. It doesn't really have any grit on it. It is just super smooth and basically just for shining. So I feel like maybe they should change that out and put a new buffer in this kit because I never use buffers like that. But either way, we have that. The next item here is the mini curing lamp, and this is one of the ones that I really like because it does have the on and off button. So of course we have the plug, which you will need to provide your own block or plug it into a USB outlet. But then you can see the nail lamp here. It is really nice. It has Saviland on the top. It has the 3 bulbs, and then it also has the button where you can press it to turn it off, and then you can press it to turn it off. Wait, I think I messed up. You can press it to turn it on, and then you can press it again to turn it off, which is really nice. I also believe it does have an automatic timer as well. The next item are the nail tips. So I picked out the long coffin soft gel nail tips for nail extensions, and we do get 500 pieces. There are 10 different sizes in here, and they also do have a pre-etched underside. You can still go in and etch it yourself if you would like. You can also chemically etch it as well, but these kind of do have that little etch surface on the inside. That way it does save a little bit of time. The sizes do range from 0 being the largest to 9 being the smallest, so 10 different sizes and 500 total nail tips. I wanted to quickly show how the nail tips look. Like I said, they are a long coffin. They do have the etched underside. I really love the shape. It is just a basic long coffin, like full cover nail tip. They're really good quality in my opinion. They are thinner near the cuticle area, which we want, of course. They are a little bit thicker near the free edge. You can see it is a little easy for me to bend, but I was able to bend it, get that line down the center, and then I was able to bend that back to like have the shape that I started off with before bending it. Once you have the product applied though, the nail tips are very strong and I feel like they will last you the longevity and the wear that you want to 3+, 4+ weeks. The next item is some nail tip cutters. These are perfect for if you want to cut down the length. They are also great when it comes time to soak off, file, and remove your gel extensions. You can clip down all of your length and then you can easily soak off the nail tips. The next item is actually the nail tip or nail glue gel. This product I really liked. It isn't a solid glue gel, it is a bottle liquid glue gel, kind of like a base coat. But I feel like the consistency is really nice. Of course, if you're a beginner and you're having troubles with a glue in a bottle, I always recommend using solid glue gel because it can be a lot easier. But this Saviland glue gel here, I really like the consistency of it. I feel like it isn't super thin. It definitely, of course, again, if you're a beginner and struggling with this, because you will still need to hold the nail tip in place. But I feel like this is a good alternative, especially for the price point. I feel like it is a really good product and just has a really nice consistency to it. It also is like a 4-in-1 product, so you can use it to apply your nail tips, rhinestones. You can use it as your base coat and your slip solution as well. The next item I showed was just the little instruction manual, and the last item here is the nail drill. I don't think I've ever tried a Gel X dupe kit or soft gel kit that included a nail drill, so I thought this was pretty cool. I was excited to check this out. Of course, I kind of had like a lower hope for this. I wasn't expecting it to be super good quality just because the price point of the kit. You get the nail tips, you get the nail lamp, and the glue gel, and then also a nail drill is included. So I didn't really have super high hopes for this. I knew it wasn't going to be the best quality. And like I said in the beginning, I feel like if you're a beginner, you're just starting out, you want to save some money. You don't want to be going to the salon all the time. You want to start doing your nails at home. I feel like this is something perfect for you, this nail drill and this overall kit, because really it's not the best nail drill because it doesn't have all the cool features and it just doesn't work as well as a higher quality or more expensive nail drill. But I feel like it is something. I know when I first started, I had like a nail drill almost identical to this one, and it worked for me. Of course, getting better with nails, wanting to do a little bit more and just have better quality products, I did move up and get other nail drills. But when I first started, I was using a nail drill just like this, and it worked great for me. So in here we had some sanding bands, some basic drill bits, and then they also included another, I believe it's a ceramic drill bit. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really have the best knowledge on drill bits or anything like that. But the pack I just showed you is kind of just drill bits that pretty much any nail drill you purchase, they're going to include something like that, especially a mandrel drill bit. But for the nail drill, you plug it in and then it's a USB, so you plug it into a block or a USB outlet, and then it has the forward and the reverse setting, and then in between that, if the switch is in the middle, the nail drill will be off. Off to the right hand side is kind of like a little dial that you can change the speed of the nail drill. That's another reason why I feel like this isn't the best quality, because you don't really know what speed it's at. You kind of just have to move the dial and see how fast the nail drill is going. But another thing, when you push in your drill bit, it doesn't have that lock feature or unlock feature. You do just have to push the drill bit right into the nail drill, and then it will stay there until you pull it up out. So that is everything included in this Gel X dupe kit, including the nail drill. This one definitely recommend, especially like I said, if you're just starting out, I feel like this kit would be absolutely perfect for you. I will be linking it down below in the description box. Before we jump into our nails, they also sent over this rhinestone gel. I decided I would just unbox it in this video and kind of give you guys a quick overlook at it. I didn't use it today because I didn't apply any super large crystals or gems or just like bigger charms. I did apply some smaller rhinestones, but I just adhered them to my top coat. Now, of course, if you're wearing your nails for like 3+ weeks, Definitely recommend picking this up just because it is going to give a little bit of a stronger hold, even for those smaller rhinestones and gems. So I didn't use this rhinestone glue in today's nail set, but I definitely will be using it in the future because I felt like it was going to be really good quality just because the tube, it had like the precision point, and I'm sure it's going to be a very thick gel to hold your larger gems in place. And I do really like those types of products, especially when I'm gluing down larger like charms. This kit, not only did it come with the rhinestone gel, but it also came with a little wax pencil, the instructions, and a pair of tweezers. The rhinestone glue gel is also a pretty big tube. I believe it is a 30-gram tube. And like I was talking about, this precision point here, it's absolutely perfect. That way you can squeeze it out and kind of get it in the area that you want it to be in. So that is all of the products from Saviland they sent over to me. Thank you again to Saviland for sponsoring today's video and sending over those products for me. Now I'm going to jump in and try out the products. So of course we're going to be applying those full cover nail tips. So I wanted to start off with a little bit of nail prep. Like I always say, this nail prep is what works for me when I do gel extensions on my toenails. I just like to add it in for educational type purposes in case you are struggling with your gel extensions or full cover nail tips not lasting as long. You can try following these nail prep steps and see if it helps your nails last longer. I started off with some cuticle work, so I just took a cuticle pusher, pushed back my cuticles, and then I used the opposite end to scrape up any of the dead cuticle. I'm now going in with that e-file here. I put on a sanding band with a fine grit sanding band, and I also put it on a very low speed, even though I don't really know what exact speed it's on. I kind of just turned the dial a little bit and made sure the drill was going slow enough. And then I am just using this. I kind of wanted to use the nail drill a little bit, so instead of using a buffer here, I decided I would use the fine grit sanding band just to gently remove the shine from my natural nails. Overall, like I said, this drill is something for a beginner. Because I've used higher quality and more expensive nail drills, of course I know how much better quality they are versus something like this. But if I were to think back when I had a very similar nail drill to like this when I first started, I wouldn't know the expensive quality of a nail drill. So, like I'm saying, it's definitely a personal preference. I mean, if you want to go all out and buy a very expensive nail drill when you are just starting out, definitely go for it. You aren't going to be dissatisfied with your decision, but something like this type of nail drill is also just going to work for a beginner as well. So once I removed the shine from my natural nail, I did take a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol to dehydrate my natural nail plate, and then I also went in with a layer of primer. Of course, instead of rubbing alcohol, you can use a nail dehydrator, but alcohol does work just as well, so I applied my primer after that, and now I'm going in with the glue gel, which is the 4-in-1, so you can use this as your base coat, and I'm applying a layer of this to all of the nails and curing for a full 30-second cure in my large nail lamp. We are now ready to jump right in and size out our nail tips. So a little bit of a bummer here. Most kits like this, the nail tips do come in little baggies, but oh my goodness, is it difficult. I love boxes so much better. These baggies are not my best friend. I don't like opening them and trying to size out my nail tips. If you guys know the struggle, I'm sure you're agreeing with me right now. But I did just size these out. It was pretty quick to do. They fit me really nicely. Like I said, I felt like they were good quality. I feel like my nail beds are a little bit like curved. They aren't super flat. So sometimes with these kits, if the nail tips are super flat, I do have troubles, but with these ones, I feel like they fit my nail beds perfectly, and I feel like I do have more of a curved nail bed versus a very flat nail bed. So definitely keep that in mind. I'm not sure if Saviland is a company that shares the sizes of the nail tips. You definitely would have to check out the listing to see if they do or not. But it is always nice when brands do that because you're able to size your natural nails and then see if the nail tips are going to fit you. But I just quickly size those out, making sure they fit from sidewall to sidewall and doing any customization if needed. I plugged in the nail lamp and pulled out the glue gel. Now I'm just going to be applying these nail tips. So I start off by applying the glue gel into the nail tip. Just like always, I paint it on like where I estimate my natural nail to be, and then I add a little bit extra product in there. I do like to turn the nail lamp on, that way it's ready and it's already on. And then I will place the nail tip down onto my natural nails, starting at the cuticle area, but not touching my cuticle. I will slowly lower it at a 45-degree angle until all of the gel product has reached the free edge of my natural nail. Once I have gotten the gel to that point, I will hold the nail tip in place and pretty much stop applying pressure. I'll give it kind of just like a constant pressure to keep the gel product exactly where it is. I will then pop it into the flash cure lamp like I'm doing right here. I will do about a 15 to 20 second flash cure and repeat the process to all of my other nails. Once they are all on and the flash cure is complete, I will go into my larger nail lamp and do a full 30-second cure to make sure all of the gel is cured properly. Once all of the nail tips are on and I was finished with the full cure, I'm doing a little bit of customization here, starting off with the hand file that was included in the kit. I'm shaping up the free edge of these just to remove any lumps or bumps and make sure everything is straight. And then again, like I talked, I wanted to use this nail drill, so instead of using a buffer to remove the shine from these nail tips, I am taking that same fine grit sanding band and just going over top of these nail tips to remove all of the shine. You can, of course, do this with a buffer or even just a regular hand file. I personally like to use a buffer, but using the e-file, it was actually very satisfying to do. It also probably went by a little bit quicker just because it's moving and it's easier to work with. But I just went in here. I also sealed around the cuticle area and cleaned up any spillage if I had any. After I was all finished with that, I took a dust brush to remove all of the nail dust before jumping in with my gel polish application. I pulled out this beautiful, kind of like a burnt pumpkin orange is kind of how I would describe it. It is a jelly gel polish. Recently, I've been pretty obsessed with jellies. I think they're so beautiful, and this one is absolutely the perfect color for fall. So I am going to be using this color on all of my nails, but I'm going to start off with my middle and ring finger. So first step I'm doing is applying one coat of this to my middle and ring finger and curing for 30 seconds. Once the first coat of the gel polish was cured, again, I'm taking a lint-free wipe with some rubbing alcohol, and I removed the sticky layer from the gel because I'm going to be applying some of these beautiful fall like leaf and sunflower stickers to the nail, and I feel like it is always a lot easier to get the sticker to stick properly if there isn't no like sticky or tacky layer on the nail from like your gel polish. So I removed that, and then I'm just using some tweezers and placing the stickers where I want them. I'm kind of going to be creating depth with these stickers and also kind of doing like a fall milk bath design. So I'm just placing these stickers down on the nail. Once I do have them all placed, I'm using a silicone tool just to make sure all the stickers are laying flat and completely stuck to the nail. None of the sticker is lifting up. I don't want that because I'm going to go in with another layer of gel polish and I want to make sure everything's going to be smooth. So just using this silicone tool, I'm brushing over top of all of the stickers just to make sure they were properly pressed down. Once they were, I'm going in with a second layer of that gel polish, and this is really going to create depth in the nail set, and kind of because this is a jelly gel polish, it isn't going to completely cover the stickers. They are still going to peek through, but oh my goodness, I love how this turned out. It's such a great thing to do, and it reminds me of exactly milk bath nails. That's kind of where the idea comes from. But I applied another coat of this gel polish over top of the stickers. I cured that for 30 seconds in the nail lamp, and then again I used a lint-free wipe with some rubbing alcohol to remove the sticky layer, and then I placed just a couple more stickers on top of that second coat of gel polish, again to kind of make the nail set have a little bit of depth to it because we have the stickers in the background, and then applying a couple more up on the top layer of gel polish just really created a absolutely beautiful look to these nails. I love them. They turned out so nice. For the index and pinky, it is going to be very, very simple. I'm just going to do some cuticle gems on these nails. So the entire nail is just going to be this orange color. I apply my first coat, I cure for 30 seconds, and then I go in with a second coat and cure for another 30-second cure. These are the rhinestones that I'm going to be using for the index and the pinky. So like I said, I just applied these into the top coat. Honestly, it was my bad. I definitely would have tried out the rhinestone gel, but I unboxed the Saviland package like a couple days before or the day before actually doing these nails. So it was kind of sitting off to the side and I didn't really have a plan that I was going to be adding cuticle rhinestones. I just couldn't really think of anything else to do. So in the middle of getting ready to apply my top coat, I thought, what can I do to these nails? Add some cuticle gems, and it would just make them tie them in a little bit more. So I do apologize for not reusing that rhinestone glue, guys. I will definitely be using it in another video, though. I will try my best to remember because I do really want to try it. But for these cuticle rhinestones, of course, you can just do them in the top coat like I'm doing here. But if you are going to be wearing your nails for a longer extended period of time, I 100% recommend getting the rhinestone glue gel just because it's going to have a stronger bond and hold, and it's just going to make the rhinestones last a little bit longer. I applied a layer of top coat. I placed in the crystals. Once I liked the placement, I did do a 30-second cure and then repeated to the pinky. And then I'm just taking that top coat again and applying it to the rest of the nails. I did a 30-second cure. I went ahead and did my thumbnail off camera. For my thumb, I did the same thing as I did for my middle and ring finger. You can follow me over on Instagram at Nailedbybrandi to check out the tutorial for that nail and show some love over there. Once I did have that top coat applied though, that was the finishing touch to these nails. So I'm now taking my cuticle oil, rubbing that in to nourish my cuticles. And of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finished look of these nails. I really love how these turned out. Recently, I've been really loving fall nails, of course, but I've also been loving like the minimalistic, simple looking nails. I don't know, just something about them. They really just look so pretty and elegant. And I really love this overall concept of adding like doing like milk bath nails, but using stickers to achieve the look with like a jelly gel polish. There are so many possibilities that you can do with this. I mean, layering gels and chromes and stickers is one of my favorite things to do just because it really creates a whole different look. I remember when I first started doing nails, I was messing around with some gels and I layered two of the gels and it just created the most beautiful color ever. And I was just so happy that I thought to layer the gels. I don't know, it just kind of came to my head and I was so happy with myself and I thought it turned out really nice. But definitely consider layering, especially with jelly gel polishes. I always think you can get such a beautiful outcome. Even if I put like a layer of chrome in between the two layers, I think that also would have looked extremely beautiful. But I absolutely love the outcome of these nails. I will be linking all of the products that I use down below in the description box. I also wasn't able to get the best outside shots. It's kind of been rainy and like the sun peeks out and then it's rainy and I don't know, just some miserable days here. So the outside shots aren't the best, but at least I was able to get some. I really hope that you guys did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.